welcome to another edition of Cooking a la Quarantine. I'm Jason, and today we're going to do some comfort food. I've got some tomato, cucumber, and basil salad that we're going to make. I've got some Western style ribs, and we're going to do some mac and cheese, and I'm going to smoke it. So, what we're going to do, since my hair is getting so long because of COVID, Garrett sent me a hat from his Give tour. I guess it'll keep the hair out of the food. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a simple tomato, cucumber, and basil salad. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. You know, the other day I said that, my mother-in-law always made fun of me about gadgets, and it's not that she made fun of me, it's just I buy stuff to compensate for stuff that I can't do. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I've got some heirloom tomato, I've got some Roma tomato, I've got some hothouse cucumber, I've got some red onion, I got some red wine vinegar, and I got some balsamic, our famous salt and pepper shakers. I've got some fresh parsley and basil from our hanging garden. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it in this marinator, and basically what that's going to do is that's going to simulate soaking in for a day, because you've got to kind of let it soak in for a day. And since it's like 6:30, I want to try to eat before 9 o'clock, unlike my parents. So what we're going to do is I'm going to rip this off, I'll wash it, and we'll come right back. All right, so these are my heirlooms. We've got the hothouse cucumber and the red onion right there. And then I've got some Romas. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between an heirloom and a Roma. That one kind of got excited on us, didn't it? But, it's a little different. I call it an agricultural factory tomato. The flavor difference is outstanding on heirloom tomato compared to a regular one. And, this is just a machined, industrial farming type deal. They're not as flavorful, but again, I'm trying to use everything I've got. So that's what I'm doing. Got to get our vampire repellent and some fresh parsley. And like I said, I really want to use this marinator and see if it quickens it up a little bit. So we've got our parsley. Yeah, look at that, right out of the garden. If you could find it right now, it would cost a fortune. So, got that. Got our pepper. Probably went a little overboard. Our pink salt. Finally, so we can get rid of all those Twilight vampires. Little vampire repellent right there. Little sparkly looking weirdos. And well, I almost forgot here, I need to get some olive oil. So let me squirt that and squirt that and squirt that and squirt some more. All right, so we got that. Yeah, why not? And then My favorite with this stuff is the balsamic vinegar. And if I would add some fresh mozzarella from Aldi's or Lidl or wherever, I would have added that. But gotta add a little olive oil. Then why don't you meet me over at the Food Saver and we'll try this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to vacuum seal this. And what it's going to simulate is sitting in the fridge for an hour. Or overnight, I mean. So the whole reasoning behind this is it's sucking out all the air. So it's pressurized. So it's pulling all the liquid together. And that's going to give us a little cheat for this while we're making our mac and cheese, throwing it in the smoker, and then going out there and throwing on some ribs. So this will pump up, we'll put it in the fridge. Now let's get ready for some mac and cheese. All right, so I've made my roux, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add my smoked broth, about a cup, and then I'm gonna add it's about a cup of milk. All right, so I'm stirring this until it gets ready to steam and boil. And then I'm gonna add my cream cheese, get that to where it's melted, and whisk it in, add our cheese, and then we're gonna pour it over the noodles, and I don't know, but I wanted to explain something. This little doodad went off because what it's doing is it's measuring how much air is in the container and sucking it all out. So it's, you know, sucking it out a little bit at a time. Mark King, I hope this stuff's as good as your stuff looked. You inspired me today. Way to go, buddy. So this starts to froth a little bit. Cream cheese is going in. We're making some cheesy, yummy goodness. And you better believe I'm putting bacon on top of this stuff. Then we'll throw it in the smoker, and while that's going on, I'll throw it in the grill. We're gonna have a great meal. Back soon. All right, so we've got this thing hot and melted, and I'm gonna turn this off. Put it over here. And you know what? Yes, Karen, I'm gonna use my hands. This is my house. This is my show. That's what we're gonna do. So, put about half of it in there. The other half I'm gonna monkey with and change it up. I'm gonna actually put it in because I like cheese in my macaroni and cheese, not just cheese sauce like I'm making now. So we'll mix it in with the macaroni, pour it over the topping, and put it in there. I mean, look at this. It's getting there, but I mean, it's all nice and creamy, and it's getting the little lumps out, and looks pretty good. We're gonna load up our stuff, put it in our smoker, smoke it till it gets hot, and rock on with the food. So we're gonna ladle this stuff in. Trying to work smarter, not harder. Kind of like how I do my lasagna. I layer the cheese out. And I know somebody's going to sit there and go, well, I'm the master of smoking. What kind of fancy wood are you going to use? I'm going to use apple wood that came out of my parents' apple orchard. So, if that's not what the experts say, I really could care less. I'm just doing what I'm doing. And hopefully it turns out good. It should. I mean, it's mac and cheese. You can't really screw that up. Or can you? So we're going to put some cheese on top. And then some more noodle. Just like how I make lasagna. A layer of this, a layer of that. And oh my God, he's using his hands. Well, I'm in my own house and this is for us. So, food safety. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So we're going to finish this off with some cheese sauce and some cheese. Throw it in the smoker till it gets nice and crispy. And then roll with it, folks. Off to the grill. All right, so we're gonna pop some stuff on the grill here. Remember the other day I had some kebabs? Well, now we're gonna do the leftovers. And I sprayed the pan here, so we'll see. The dogs actually like vegetables. It's crazy. All right, so this is what I've got. I've got some of our Nash County, Nashville, North Carolina, George's Special sauce. Stacy Furry, I sent you a bottle of this. I like this stuff better than any of the other George's sauce. The hot's just too hot for me, and this is kind of a mix between northern and southern barbecue sauce. So let's open this bad boy up. And got this open. And these ribs are a lot quicker to cook. They're Western style. I flip them on all four sides. They take about 20 minutes. So there we go. The vegetables in all actuality may take longer than the meat, but you know, we'll figure it out. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. So we'll be back. We'll flip this over and see how it turns out. All right, so I've got my ribs here, my smoked mac and cheese, and some leftover vegetables because this is cooking a la quarantine. And Banjo the Enforcer right there. So before I forget, it's cooking a la quarantine. Gotta have a little snack. So let's try this out. Again, balsamic red wine vinegar, red onion, tomato, cucumber, parsley, salt, pepper, and basil. Pretty good. I'm going to be honest, it needs more balsamic vinegar, but that's okay. I know where there is some. Yep. Just a hint more balsamic. Like I said, sometimes I know what I'm doing. Most times I don't. But that's an easy little snack, salad, whatever. Keto friendly, whatever. There's some creamy mac and cheese. You can actually taste the smoke. That's pretty good. Now let's try this Western style rib that I put in George's barbecue sauce. The special stuff. Tender, good flavor. I think it's a hit. Like I said, with the mac and cheese, half an hour in the smoker tops. I used applewood and mesquite. Not that that matters. The Western style ribs, marinated them overnight. It's a way to do it. Be kind, be excellent to one another, and I'll catch you soon.